Let's cross live to our correspondent Toby Muse in Washington. Toby, we talked about this 2 hours ago. It was quite intense back then. Is it cooling down right now?
Not at all. These are scenes of total chaos. Just to give you an example, the restaurant over there is on fire. They've broken the windows in it. That you hear is constant tear gas being sent. Sorry, that's someone breaking the window. You can see them doing it. You can hear the crowd cheering. This is all 1 block from the White House. We are here. There's constant tear gas being fired. There's been shots of some sort. We don't know. That was about 15 minutes ago. Everybody ran from outside the White House. We do know that in certain parts of the country, the police are using rubber bullets. There's been constant clashes in these recent hours, running battles. People run out when the riot police charge, and then they drift back. Now you can tell that the police are trying a final attempt to disperse them. They're cornering the different streets around here in an effort to try to control this crowd. We've been following this protest all day from around 2 o'clock. The vast majority of the day, it was peaceful. You could tell the majority of the people here wanted it to be peaceful. At one point, about the early afternoon, they surrounded peacefully a police car, and one person attacked the back window, and everybody booed him. Everyone said, no, none of that. They didn't want that. But as the night has progressed, and unfortunately, we're seeing these violent images.
And Toby, who's controlling the situation right now? You've mentioned the riot police. What about National Guards? What about maybe even Secret Service?
No, the truth is no one's in control. As you can see, they keep attacking this restaurant. There is a fire in it. We can hear the fire engine has arrived. We understand that the Secret Service and the police have been trying to protect the White House, that they've prevented protesters getting onto the Lafayette Square Park in front of the White House, but it's just degenerated into total chaos. And as you can see, they keep attacking that restaurant, and you can see the smoke from the fire of that restaurant coming out. It's scenes of total chaos here in front of the White House.
And Toby, if you could you show us a more image of those people gathering and attacking those restaurants and the area behind you, and also at the same time, if the situation goes on like this, will there be contingent measures to follow very soon?
Well, the situation is that they're firing more tear gas. That's tear gas being fired, and that's going to be coming. So at any point, the people are going to start running towards us. Basically, Kuba, can you pan over to the restaurant? You see, they've stopped attacking it now because, again, you can hear the tear gas being fired behind me, and that is going to, you can see now the people walking by me. This has been going on for the last couple of hours. They fire the tear gas, the people move up, and then they drift back. This is much more sustained firing of tear gas than we've heard so far. This is it. They're trying to disperse the people. This is what this night has been building up to. The police firing tear gas at these protesters in order to evacuate them from that zone in front of the White House.
Just as
in terms of contingency plans, I don't know.
Yes, so you just mentioned people were quite peaceful during most of the time of the day, but what triggered them and made them so angry?
So ironically, it was that issue I told you, that it'd been one atmosphere before, and then they peacefully surrounded that police car. People were very careful not to touch the police car, but they wouldn't let it pass. This was right in front of the White House. Then what happened is, we think that the riot police behind the barricades thought that their police officers were in danger. They really weren't. People were just protesting there. And they charged across the barricade. They charged at the crowd. But these people are very angry. They say there's a long history of police abuse, especially minorities in this country. They've been chanting Black Lives Matter, no justice, no peace. People are very, very angry. And I think you're seeing that here tonight.
Exactly, because we're seeing that it looks like the police are closing in on the area where you are right now. So do you think the cordoning off will be enlarged in the US Capitol?
Well, what they've been very clearly saying for some time was about the exit routes that people had. They said they could go along H Street, but they said they couldn't go down Vermont, I think it was. They had shut that down. So the police are trying to move into this pincer movement. Again, total chaos here. I'm looking behind and I'm just seeing another fire. I don't know if you can see that at that intersection. This is all going on within, again, this is the incredible thing, this is all going on within a block in front of the White House. That's the truly shocking thing about the images you're seeing.
Thank you very much and take care. Our correspondent Toby Muse in Washington.